Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I am going to be recapping How I Met Your Mother Season 1 Episode 21, titled Milk, which was originally released on the 8th of May 2006, and I'm recording this episode over 19 years later on the 30th of July 2025. Before I get into my recap, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, when I've been covering How I Met Your Mother, that because it was released that long ago, there are no trailers because YouTube didn't exist really, so there's no kind of trailers anywhere. So please go and check out all of my previous How I Met Your Mother episodes, and if you can't find them anywhere, click on playlist, should be near the top because of how frequent my How I Met Your Mother episodes are. And if you can't find it that way, if you wait till the end of the episode, it should pop up. I think it's got like 35 videos in it because that includes the shorts, and obviously this is episode 21, so we've done a few. So without further ado, here's my recap of How I Met Your Mother Season 1 Episode 21, titled Milk. Older Ted mentions life. Today is Ted's 28th birthday. Lily touches a hot plate. Barney presents his birthday present to Ted. Barney asks a waitress to call 911. Robin doesn't trust Ted's opinion of Barney's current actions. Lily mentions it only being 2 years until Ted's 30th. Older Ted reveals what his 30th birthday included. Barney mentions heaven. Barney convinces a woman to give him her phone number. Robin insults this woman. Barney compliments Wendy. Robin corrects Ted. Ted reveals his list of his eventual wife and mother of his children. Marshall mentions fate. The matchmaker software featured in a previous episode has found Ted a match. Ted convinces Lily to let him wake Marshall up with the smell of pancakes. Marshall compliments Lily. Ted drinks some out-of-date milk, which he immediately spits out and puts the bottle of milk back in the fridge. Marshall reveals he tried that milk yesterday and it was off then too. Lily promises to get some milk. Marshall reveals eating the pancakes Lily made him is the highlight of his day. Older Ted mentions Marshall's law degree. Marshall catches Barney using binoculars. Barney convinces Marshall to use his other pair of binoculars to spy on Clark Butterfield. Barney shows Marshall what he did to the sandwich Clark is currently eating. Marshall is disgusted by what Barney shows him. Marshall and Barney witness Clark's reaction to Barney informing him what he did to his sandwich. Barney mentions his and Clark's feud. Marshall correctly guesses that Barney is to blame for this feud. Barney mentions war. Barney asks Marshall to tell Lily he will be late home. Barney explains why he hired Marshall. Barney gives Marshall an alternative job title. Marshall corrects Barney. Barney gets Tracy to speak to Marshall on his behalf. Marshall thanks Tracy. Bob rings Ted. Bob corrects Ted. Ted returns to Love Solutions. Ted mentions Ellen. Bob reveals how he got Ellen's job. Ted reads the information about his soulmate. Barney tricks Marshall in order to get him involved on the feud with Clark. Ted answers the phone to Lily. Lily asks Ted to get a taxi to change a flat tire on Marshall's car, which she is currently driving. Lily mentions not wanting to inform Marshall of this. Lily convinces Ted to go and help her. Ted and Lily reunite. Lily apologizes to Ted. Lily asks Ted to never tell Marshall something and swears on his unborn children. Lily reveals she has doubts about marrying Marshall. Lily mentions Victoria. Lily wants to attend an arts program in San Francisco. Ted believes Lily doesn't want to get married. Lily corrects Ted. Lily admits to having doubts about marrying Marshall. Lily now wants to marry Marshall, no longer has doubts about this. Ted attempts to reassure Lily. Ted hugs Lily. Marshall reveals his plan. Lily mentions mistakes repeatedly. Lily reveals her and Marshall's wedding is in 2 months. Lily believes Ted is her best friend. Ted attempts to convince Lily to not go to her interview. Ted is unsuccessful in this. Ted leaves Lily a voicemail. Ted asks Barney to pick him up. Ted lies to Marshall and Barney. Marshall is considering working with Barney full time. Marshall asks Barney to not tell Lily of this. Tracy reminds Marshall and Barney of something. Robin picks up Ted. Ted mentions Robin's hat. Ted realizes he is now 28. Ted insults Robin. Robin believes she doesn't want to have any children. Robin drops off Ted. Ted thanks Robin. Robin shows Ted her new haircut. Ted imagines his wedding. Ted chooses to not meet his soulmate. Ted returns home. Ted questions Lily. Ted, Marshall and Lily discuss Milk. Ted informs Marshall and Lily that he didn't meet his soulmate as he wants to be with Robin. This annoys Marshall. Marshall expresses his opinion on Ted wanting to be with Robin, and older Ted mentions mistakes, and that is my recap of How I Met Your Mother Season 1, Episode 21, titled Milk. Now, as of time of recording, I've not written the next How I Met Your Mother episode, but it will come out soonish. I've just got to try and figure out when I'm going to be recording things, because I'm writing, I'm actually writing, not recording, because so last week from when I'm recording this, and when you're seeing this actually, because there's only a couple of days gap between when I record this episode and when you're seeing it. I've been working late in the evening shifts, so I've not been. That's when I would normally write podcast episodes, but I've not been able to do that. So I'm just trying. So there might be a bit of gaps with Chuck maybe having to fill in, but it won't be forever. It'll just be for a few days whilst I catch up. But back to this episode. Let me know what you thought of How I Met Your Mother Season 1, Episode 21, titled Milk, if you watched it. My recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else you want to go to the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and just a reminder, there are 2 podcast episodes every single day, with the first episode releasing at 11 AM GMT and the second episode releasing at 3 PM GMT. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.